Where is he? You want me to bring him out? Okay. Wow. He has an ag rob from 2012, another ag rob from 2015, a continuous family violence that was just dismissed
Was it
today.
dismissed?
Today.
That's what I was confused about. Okay.
I see a dismissal on a continuous.
That had not come through on mine yet.
Up to assault charges from the same day against his own parents. That's not just family drama. It's felony-level family trauma. Just wait. It gets worse.
Okay,
As of
so
this morning, it wasn't. So.
we've been trying to figure it out.
I'm now seeing it's dismissed.
Okay, so that makes it, the continuous was for the two AFMs that he was charged with on, these two. So I was trying to figure out what was going on. They're from the same day. It looks like the same transaction. It's his mom and dad is how I read it in the
So
Genesis.
did he allegedly beat up mom and dad?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, that's why it's two. So someone mistakenly just put it two together and charged as a
Well,
felony?
actually, on the penal code, Judge, it's continuous. The way that you threaten two people, even the same day, is continuous.
Over $1. You heard that right. This whole thing kicked off over a single dollar bill. This makes you wonder, was it about the money or was that just the spark for a much deeper fire?
But it was recalled, so that's immaterial now.
Is this what you wanted to be two misdemeanors? And
So I wasn't on the felony. I was just trying to figure out what was happening because we had the two misdemeanors from the same transaction as the continuous. So now that I know it's being dismissed, it makes more sense.
speak English, sir. Good morning. You are Enrique Alvarez. Mr. Alvarez, you're charged with 2 counts of assault. You're facing assault of a family member. You're facing up to a year in jail on each of those cases and/or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor. On March 30th, 2024, officers were dispatched to address for a disturbance call. They spoke with Enrique Alvarez, defendant's father, who had injuries to both sides of his face, a swollen eye, and blood on his jacket. The complaining witness, his mother, had a scrape on her right elbow and a bruise on her calf. There was blood on the driveway and on both of the complaining witness's clothes. Defendant's father lives at the residence. He advised the defendant asked him for $1, and the complainant told him to get to work. The defendant went outside and knocked over a potted plant. The complainant witness.
All of this for $1.
The complainant went to pick up the plant, and the defendant struck him in the face with his fist. Complainant felt pain. His mother stated that the defendant, the complaining witness, started fighting, so she attempted to stop the fight. The defendant kicked her in the leg and pushed her to the ground, and she felt pain.
Mr. Alvarez, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with this, both of your cases. Sam, where do we go from here?
Just with like a bond set, because there's no bond set at this point, and he's been in custody for, I believe, the last 3 months on the continuous.
I'm sure this judge isn't playing. You can feel her trying to reach this man like, please, reflect before you wreck yourself again. Honestly, this is the kind of moment that either leads to a wake-up call or a repeat booking.
Wow, really?
Yes, so I think we're gonna have to figure out what it is we want to do on this.
It's jail.
Well, I just been doing my.
Just, you have some serious anger issues, man. I don't know why. You have an ag rob, another ag rob. You had that continuous. You got to do some soul searching, Mr. Alvarez.
Yes, sir.
That attitude or the anger. All it does is lead you to jail. Over $1 leads you to now 3 months of your life have been ruined for $1. I would hope that you do some soul searching back there so that we can get to the root of the problem so that you stop coming back. I don't know. What do you guys think as far as a bond? Pavel?
You understand what request fine leash? Surety.
We would ask for PR bond.
I'm not going to grant the PR bond. I just, you scare me, Mr. Alvarez, really. You do, because with the prior 2 ag robs, and it's mom and dad, really. How many times they change your diaper? How many times they put up with you? Really. I'll set it at 3,000 each. Yeah. Mr. Alvarez, I don't know if you're going to bond out, okay? But if you do, you're not to have contact with your mother or your father. I'm also going to issue orders for protection on each of those of your mom and dad. So if I can get this thing to work. So Pedro Alvarez. And Maria Garcia de Alvarez, they're both now will be identified as protected individuals. You cannot commit family violence or an assault against them. Commit an act in furtherance of an offense under section 42.072 of the Texas Penal Code, which is the stalking statute. You cannot threaten, harass, use another person to communicate a threat or harassing behavior. You cannot be in possession of a weapon or go within 200 feet of where they live or where they work. Sam, tell me, has there not been a bond in the felony cases?
It was set at 60,000, I believe.
Okay.
And he did not make it.
Right. Do you have anyone to bond you out now, Mr. Alvarez?
I've been given his sister's number. He says that I think she's the best person I have to get in touch with, but he doesn't think she'll be able to make it.
You know, these are things that you have to think about before making a move when you're out in the free world. If I do this, what's going to happen? If I say this, what's going to happen? If you don't have anyone in this world that's going to bond you out, is it worth it? You know? I think that at this point, probably what would be best is let's get a TRAS done. You know, there's no sense in having him just languish in jail for nothing. So let's do an expedited TRAS. Let's see what they say, what would be the best way of going through this thing. You know, I don't want to keep you in there forever. That's not the goal of here. We don't like to just keep people in jail, but we need to get to the root.
Here's where it turns into real courtroom therapy. The judge is basically saying, we're not here to punish. We're here to figure out why you keep blowing up your life. Rare to see this kind of compassion, wrapped in such blunt honesty.
Of the problem, to figure out where the anger stems from. Once we get to that and figure out and deal with it, then you can go ahead and live your life and work, make money, and perhaps get married and have kids, you know? But the last thing we want is you to get out there in the real world and, God forbid, have a child and release on that child. That's not what we want. So let's address this anger issue. Let's get to it. And if they have a proper diagnosis, and if you're honest with them, because that's what it takes, be honest with them. Speaking of which, on the honest TRAS, is he here today? Fleischer?
Yeah, I'm back there.
Okay, so we need Mr. Brooker. Hopefully he'll show up, yeah. Be honest, and then we can work something to get you out and deal with all these issues, huh? But if I see that you're honest, it's not gonna go, because we have this issue with another inmate now where we had a TRAS and it came back and it was completely just, we know it's bogus. Okay. Work it, be honest, and then I'll help you out, Mr. Alvarez.
Yes.
Okay? All right, so let's expedite it now so we don't just have him sit and wait.
Do that.
Okay.
Thank you.
So do you mind, there's only a mo-up on one of the cases. Can you file it on the second one, please?
All right.
Okay.
I'm on this witness.
Mr. Robertson, you're charged with criminal trespass. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present during any questions and interviews of the state of Texas. If you cannot afford a lawyer will be appointed to represent you, sir.
On June 19, 2024, officers were dispatched to a panic alarm at a 7-Eleven. The complaining witness advised that the defendant entered the business and stared at her before leaving. The complaining witness officers would be at the location, and upon contact with the defendant told officers he remembered being told not to return.
Mr. Robertson, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to go back to this location.
Yes, sir.
You understand?
Yes, sir.
Look, you can pray all you want. It's your actions that dictate what happens. You now have 2 open felony cases. You think they're going to be happy that you picked up this new case?
Sir.
Right. They're probably, if my guess, at some point when judge gets wind of this, they're going to file a motion to revoke your bond. and raise it up. So be on the lookout.
Shit.
What do you do for a living, sir?
I'm a clothing line, and I work with my movie company, with furniture.
So how much money do you make a month doing them?
It depends on where I move. About 1,500 a month, maybe like 1,000, maybe 1,000.
A lawyer, sir.
Sir?
Can you afford a lawyer?
Yes, sir.
Sure.
Yes, sir. Oh no, sir. I can't afford a lawyer. Oh, I can't afford a lawyer. I can't. I need a representative. Yeah.
No. What happened with the assault of a peace officer retaliation?
Judge, who you have in that case?
Say that again?
7-Eleven gas station.
Another 7-Eleven.
Yeah, complainant stated she observed defendant was criminally trespassed on May 10th, told defendant to leave. Defendant then told the complainant that she was a snitch and was going to get a big bro to come whoop complainant's ass. Because she keeps calling the police on him, calling the complainant to be in fear of her life. Defendant stated he remembered officers telling him not to return to the gas station and that he returned to warn the complainant that no one likes her and that unknown people want to beat her ass. Officer detained the defendant. Defendant kicked Officer Becerra, causing pain, spit on the officer, and told the officer, "I'm going to beat your ass."
Mr. Robertson, you've shown me continually that you can't stop going to the 7-Eleven. I'm now going to stop.
I'm not crazy, sir. I swear. My mom's right there. I'm not crazy, sir. I can go. I swear to God.
You, Mom? Come on up, Mom.
I swear to God, I got common sense. I swear to God, I'm not stupid, sir. I would never go to 7-Eleven.
Listen, your words tell me.
Pro ankle monitor on deck. This isn't just about GPS tracking. It's a digital leash to keep him 200 feet away from 7-Eleven. And if he crosses that line, Judge is ready to crank his bond so high his jaw will drop.
Guys, keep it down, please. You tell me you're not crazy. You tell me you're not going to do this, but over and over you keep going to the 7-Eleven. So how is it, Mom, how can we get him to stop going to that 7-Eleven? Because every time he goes there, he picks up a new case.
He is not going back. The young lady that he was talking to was a friend of one of his best friend's daughters. He was telling her, got it.
My
But,
only concern is you are not to go back. You have shown me that you will defy court order after court order. So I'm going to put an ankle monitor on you now so that I know if you go over there. And I'm going to tell you, you go over there, I'm going to make your bond so high, you're going to flip. Who's posting all the bonds? You? Do you realize that every time they revoke the bond, you are on the hook? That bond that he paid was $12,000 upstairs. If they revoke that bond, you're going to be on the hook for the $10,000. Be very careful. I'm telling you now, you violate this condition now that I see that you're going to do it, I'm going to put your bond 10 times that amount because I'm going to do everything in my power to protect every person of Harris County. I don't care where they're working. I don't care what they're doing. They work in a city dump. I'm going to protect them. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
And if that means making your bond at $100,000 on a criminal trespass, I'll do it in a heartbeat. Do you understand, Mr. Robertson?
Your could also ask for your contact with the complaining witness herself. She is afraid that it will escalate.
Will you please reach out to her today or him, because I don't know who it is. Let them know that he has an ankle monitor. Please let them know that I've made it a condition and that if she sees him even within 200 feet of the location,
Sure.
he knows what's going to happen. You now know not to go within 200 feet of this 7-Eleven. There is a diameter of 200 feet that you're not to go near it. And the ankle monitor that I'm putting on today will tell me if you go near it. You must charge this ankle monitor every day. If this thing listen.
Yes, sir.
I know you have questions, but I want you to listen because you're thinking about what to say. And when you think, you're not listening.
Yes, sir.
I want you to listen because if you don't, whose popka is going to be in the pokey? Not mom's, not 7-Eleven. You, Mr. Robertson. You must charge this thing on a daily basis. If the battery dies, so do you. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
What's your question?
Something about the power right now. I still got my house got broke. It's trees fell over. We still have no power.
Can you come here to Harris County and you can charge it where we send you to go get it done?
Yes, sir.
But there is no excuse. There is no excuse. And there's no excuse for you to go to 7-Eleven. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
I don't want to have to put you in jail, but you have now darn terrorized these people. And let me ask you, is it fair for someone to have to live in fear?
Yes, sir.
It's not. It's not fair. All I want is for this person to be able to work and not be afraid. Oh my God, is he coming today? Jeez, I hope he's not coming today. That's what they probably live like. And you may think it's a joke, but it's not.
Your Honor, Tracy said they're unable to put the GPS.
When can we put it on?
Hopefully Monday.
Okay, then you've got to be back here Monday to put it on.
Yes, sir.
They now know because they're going to reach out to this person at 7-Eleven today so that they know if you go back over there. I don't care what you're doing. I don't care what you have in your mind. If you go anywhere near this place, you know what's going to happen. There is no excuse. And I'm telling you, Mom, you know, it's nice that you're posting money for your son to get out. But the problem is that every time he picks up a new case, you're on the hook for all that money. And now that he's picked up this case here, it's very possible the felony court revokes both of his bonds upstairs. So be careful. That's all I'm going to say. If you ever need anything from me, and I'm happy to help you. As it stands now, he is not allowed to consume alcohol or any kind of illegal drugs. If you find that he does, call me, let me know, and I will straighten him out for you. Does he live with you now?
No, he has his own place.
Okay. You have any problems with him, let me know, and I'll straighten him up.
You become self-destructive when you've got too much free time, and if that line doesn't hit hard. This courtroom is dishing out more truth than a TED Talk, and it's not just for him. It's for anyone watching who's teetering on the edge.
For you, okay? Tracy, no drugs needs to come back Monday to be able to get the monitor. And then if you can please reach out to the MAC so we can appoint him a lawyer. Do you have any more questions, Mr. Robinson?
No, Mr. Roberts.
Don't. It's on you. It's not on her. It's not on Jesus. It's not on Allah. It's on you, Mr. Robinson. Find something else to do. Do you work?
Yes, sir.
Does he really work?
He does this.
What is this? What does this mean?
I got my clothes. I got it from Home Alone.
He makes t-shirts.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
Does this keep you fully
Yeah,
occupied?
it do. Because I got to come up with new ideas. It does keep me. It does.
You have too much time on your hands. You become self-destructive, Mr. Robinson. So you need to find something to occupy your time. I don't know if this is a legitimate and true business, but look at your criminal history. If you have too much time on your hands, you become self-destructive. And you need to find something to occupy your time so you don't find yourself in the pokey again. Really.
Yes, sir.
You can lie to me about the clothing business, but you can't lie to yourself. Right? All right. Good luck, sir. For now, I'm going to have you sign a reset. After that, I'm going to have to take you seat in the jury box while I find you a lawyer, sir.